Hi everyone. Getting started in just a second. Just have to record everything. Oh, well, that didn't work. Alright, so I'm Nala, and I do a podcast called True Words Spoken, and I haven't done one in a really, really long time. And tonight I figured that I would give Periscope a try since I've been playing around with it at my job and everything. So I figured I'd give it a try tonight for something for my own benefit. But today is Suicide Prevention Day. It's 2015. It's always on September 10th. It is something that I definitely believe in. It's something that I talk about a lot, and I really haven't gotten a chance to talk about it a lot this year just because of some of the things that I've been going through, working, school. I just graduated last year, so still trying to get back into the real world and make things happen. But Suicide Prevention Day is really, really dear to me. I've lost a friend that was really close to me. I lost her when I was in middle school. Actually, it was really rough. I've been through depression myself, so this is something that I do every year just to make it easier to talk about so that I can talk to other people and, let them know that, hey, you are not alone. And I know I have a lot of friends that suffer from depression also and haven't gotten to the point where I am today. So this is something that I enjoy doing, I guess, for the benefit of other people and to help get my story out there, like I said, to let people know that they are not alone. I've been seeing a lot of things on social media, and I realize that social media is a place for people to, I guess, express themselves, but I feel like it's a lot of ignorance in the things that happen. And I say that because a lot of people make jokes about why people are depressed, the things that people go through when people are depressed. They joke about it a lot, and I don't think it's funny. And I will tell you, if you're one of those people that are on social media that's doing that, I will tell you I don't think it's funny. I've been through that myself. I've had days where I don't want to wake up, where I don't want to get out of the bed. I've had days that if I get out of the bed, I wish that I could just go crawl in a hole and never see anyone ever again. I've had those days, and I know exactly how it feels. I have literally sat in my house for days at a time and eaten myself almost into a coma where I just felt sick. I've done that, and I know exactly how everyone feels in that situation. And depression is not something that you can, thank you, Will, I love you. Depression is not something that you can just get rid of today. Someone can't just come tell you and hug you and say, oh, it's going to be better, and you magically feel better in the next 10 seconds. It will give you some type of relief thinking, okay, I have a friend, but mentally you can't switch off that fast. It doesn't happen that way, and a lot of people don't understand it. I've had people tell me they think that I'm antisocial or they think that I don't like them, and that's not the issue. The issue is that the things that I go through when I'm depressed, I really almost lost a really good relationship because this guy did not understand the depression and the things that I was going through. And he thought that I really did not like him because I was really going through a hard time, and I had to break it down to him for him to understand. Now, obviously, him and I never made it into a relationship, but we are really good friends today, and he understands me a whole lot better. I've always lost friends because they didn't understand, because all of my friends are outgoing. They're I guess you can call it extroverts. I don't know. I'm an introvert. Yeah, extroverts. So don't mind me. I get my words mixed up sometimes. But they don't understand. I'm an introvert. I go through depression. I have my times. So people always feel like they have to drag me out. And that's not the case. But anyways, so, yeah. Suicide Prevention Day is today. I've been seeing a lot of support on Facebook, Twitter. A lot of people definitely have been tweeting. I don't know if a lot of people actually get it. There are places people lose people they know every single day, and it's not always just some teenager that had a hard time in school today. It's not always just a veteran that came back from war. It's not people that you know. It's not someone that you don't know. It could be someone that you do know. At any moment, at any time, they could be going through this. And a lot of things to look for I guess you said, like I was saying, is the depression, kind of wanting to stay away from people all the time. But in these situations, it's not where you go and you pressure someone to come out. Like, that's where you go and you talk to them and you be a friend. Don't drag them out and force them into a situation that they don't want to be in, especially if they're not in that mood to get out. So make sure you guys know that. Other things I guess to look for are some people do talk about taking their life. And a lot of people may think it's a joke when people say, oh, fuck my life, or I just want to die. Like, sometimes that's not just a joke. And I hate when people say that as a joke because it can be very serious. So if you have a friend that is always talking about wanting to die or thinking about it, then that is something that you want to talk to them about and maybe try to find them help. Excuse me. The friend that I lost, I did not get a chance to get her help. And actually, it was very hard for me because I was still really young. I wasn't exactly sure what was happening with myself. So when I lost her, is when reality really hit. But when you're 12 years old and you're going through it yourself and no one else understands, you don't know what to do. But that was a really tough time for me, and it's been 12 years. I still miss her dearly. Every year in November, I go through that depression again because I realized that I will not pick up the phone and talk to her ever again. So, like, I know a lot of people have lost people, whether it be to violence or maybe to sickness or something, and I haven't lost very many people to that, but I will tell you that watching someone or listening to someone take their own life is heartbreaking. It turns your world upside down. Even if you think you know or think you can handle it, it's not something you can handle on your own. That is when I eventually broke the silence to my family and my friends and realized that I needed help myself. So I guess I wasn't as prepared as I should have been for this, but I was actually working on my website right before I realized that I was about to go live. But this is something that's very dear to me. I did write a poem called To Write Love on Her Arms, and I wrote one that's called To Write Love on His Arms. If you guys want to check that out, that is on truewordspoken.com. That's my website. So if you guys want to check that out, along with some of the other things that I've written. I haven't written in a while, just been going through a lot of things. But, yeah. So, guys, just know that suicide is serious. It's not to be joking with. And don't take life for granted. If you have a friend, like I said, that you think may be going through some things. And I saw a post the other day on Facebook about a girl that I've just met her about 3 months ago, and she made a post about how she was like going through depression, and it brought me back to that point where I used to be there, where I used to go through it like every day, every week. I've done a lot of, people may find this corny, but I've done a lot of meditation over the last 4 months. And over the last 4 months, I have realized that my episodes that I have are, I guess I can call them episodes, are a lot less. And a lot of people may be, oh, that's corny. I'm not going to sit there. I can't sit there and be still. But it's a lot deeper than just sitting still. It's about learning to control your thoughts, and it's about learning to basically just let everything flow, not thinking about anything, and letting whatever is bothering you just completely flow away from you and out into the universe and come back to you and good things. So basically I sit for 20 minutes at a time, meditating on good things, positive things, thinking and telling myself that one of the mantras that I do have is I tell myself that I am whole, I am wonderful, and I am perfectly made. So that is something that I wake up and I tell myself every morning. I tell myself that every night. And anytime I feel like something's hitting me in the middle of the day, I tell myself I am whole, I am perfectly made, I am wonderfully made. That is something that I do. And I'm not saying that it's going to work for everyone, but that has worked for me, especially in the last 4 months or so. So I tell people that to at least give it a try. It's very, very hard in the beginning, especially if you have a mind like mine that constantly races and you're always thinking about things. And you will get to a point where you'll start thinking about old things and you'll get back into that mindset. But remember, you have to fight through it. And that's what depression is basically is. It's you against depression, and you have to fight. And at the end of the day, like, if you have real friends, they will be there with you. Even you have to explain it to them. A lot of people don't understand it because a lot of people have never had anything that causes their depression. So just make sure that you know it's you against depression, and depression will never win, and that you can win just as long as you fight it out. So like I was saying, the meditation worked for me. I don't really know what things have worked for people. I know a lot of people have done therapy. They just kind of work it out on their own. But I will say working it out on my own did not work for me. Just kind of sitting in my house thinking that I can handle it on my own did not work for me. It basically took me talking to my friends, talking to my boyfriend, to every time I have a problem to talk to them. And I always felt like I was being a burden to them. But at the end of the day, I wasn't. I realized that they were really, really there for me, and I wasn't being a burden. But just remember, you can't do it on your own. Don't sit in your house and think that at the end of the day, you're just gonna get over it. Because today may be a good day, tomorrow may be a bad day, but you're gonna have to deal with it. So remember, always keep good friends. No, those ones that make fun of it, even if they just talk about it on social media and they make a joke about it, those aren't your real friends, especially if they know what you're going through. They're not your real friends. Learn that from experience too. But I'm not gonna hold you guys too long because I do want to do another one. I don't want this one to get too deep, too dark, but I just kind of wanted to do something because I haven't really done anything that I usually do, and that's usually like blowing up social media. I did wear my orange and yellow today, this is one of my favorite shirts. So I did wear my orange and yellow today. Suicide prevention continues throughout tomorrow. It's actually an entire week of things that happen. So check out the website, get some facts, learn different things about it if you don't know anything about it. So make sure you guys check that out. Check out my website, truewordspoken.com. I'm also on Facebook, Nala X. On Twitter, Nala X, or True Words Spoken without the E because somebody had already taken it, which sucks for them because I got the website now. But seriously though, check it out, learn some things, talk about it. Don't be afraid to talk about it. At first I was afraid to talk about it. I was afraid to tell anyone because I was like, oh my God, like everyone is going to judge me. They're going to shame me and I'm just going to be like some weirdo. But I've always been weird. I've always been like just weird and I don't care anymore. So if anyone else is afraid to talk about it, I will talk about it. Because it is something that needs to be talked about and it's not something that needs to be hidden. And you don't need to be punished for it. It's something that you need to talk about. You need to get it out there. You need to let the people know. And it'll make you feel better. It made me feel better when I started talking about it. It was really, really hard at first. It took me a really, really long time before I even told any of my friends. So, you'll have friends that understand. You'll have friends that don't. And the ones that don't understand and they make fun of it, they're not your real friends. Just to get that out there again. But anywho, moving on. Like I said, I don't want to get too dark and I don't want to start crying. Because it is a hard day since I have lost someone. And I know a lot of people that go through this and they haven't gotten to the point where I am. So, alright guys, thanks for tuning in. All 2 of you. I know Will is out there. I love you, baby. I haven't seen you in a long time. I miss you. Come back to me, please. I don't know who the other person is, but thank you for tuning in. Tell your friends to find me on social media. I'll be posting stuff. I post stuff all the time. I follow I follow To Write Love on Her Arms, so I'm always doing things like that. I'm actually trying to bring something like To Write Love on Her Arms to the community here in the shows. I actually wanted to bring something to UNA, but I graduated before I got a chance to do that. But I still may get someone there to do that because that is something that we lack in this city. And I feel like we lack that in a lot of cities. And I feel like if people had a place to go, I feel like they would talk about it more and they would do more things. about it. Anyway, so that's my spiel for today. Oh, look, more people are joining just as I'm getting ready to get off. I don't know, should I go or should I stay? I don't know, but I think I'm kind of out of things to say because I really, unless you guys want to hear the story, I'm not going to go there because I don't really want to cry. I'm not a crier, but I will cry about my friends, so. But I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll definitely be doing more of these, I guess. I always do my podcasts, just the sound. I never do video. But if you guys want to check them out, let me know what you think. Like I said, check out my website, truewordspoken.com, and I'm out for real this time. Bye, guys.